notice the two little messages I had sent?
Yes, I think so, possibly. Hold on, let me go check. Right, yeah. Esther, love those high notes, I'm glad. For the B flat, nah, just one. Thumb and one.
Oh,
Thumb
hold
and
on.
one. You can use pretty much whatever bloody fingering you like in the higher register. Like, it works. That's not the issue. It's not that it works, it's whether it's ideal. Different fingerings are going to have different intonations, and different fingering, like valve combinations, are going to have different levels of resistance.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, and I, as a general rule of thumb, obviously there's going to be exceptions, would like to use shorter valve combinations in the high register, if possible, because the shorter the tubing, the more secure it's going to be. And I can demonstrate. So here's an F sharp in the middle register on the second valve, right? That's on the F
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Already those notes are pretty close together, right? If I do 1, 2, and 3, the same note, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
so it's much more precarious. So that was the difference between second and 1 and 3. If you're going from first to 1 and 3, it's going to be the same issue. All of a sudden, those high notes are much closer together.
Okay, yeah.
Easier to
Yeah,
miss.
that makes sense, yeah.
Good. What was the other point?
Oh, well, I had scribbled all over my page, Alex. I was
Yeah.
so tickled with myself.
Good. Good on you. Great. Writing things down. It's an excellent idea.
Yeah, see, I don't know whether you could see it or not.
I vaguely. Yep. Nice. Yeah. Good. Great.
Yeah, I'd hope on. The problem is whether I can follow that. I've been trying to follow it the best I can,
okay.
Alex.
Great. I wonder
But it's new to me because when you play piano, you don't have to worry about breath marks.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe that sounds sort of stupid.
No.
But that's an illustration.
Well, it's just different considerations. You don't really have to worry about tone production either. You do have to worry about an awful lot of notes.
Now, what are we doing here?
I am going to share my screen so that I can show you what I look at. This is one of my conductor's scores as soon as it's... Here we go.
Oh, my.
So there's a lot going on this little score, right? The yellow are the things that I need to be queuing. Right, so in that second bar,
Alex.
the cornet comes in, the solo cornet comes in the second bar, so I want to make sure I give him a very strong cue. Second half of that same bar, there's a repetition of the established chords. And so I want to make sure that to the rest of the band, I've got that covered. If we scroll down to, we've got some red, the first bit of red highlight, that's a time signature change. You can see my little red pen strokes above it. I've written in the beats of the bar to make sure I'm cognizant of where those notes are falling. Third line down, you've got a 3/8 and then a 4/8 and then a 6/8. There's all sorts of information. The stuff in blue is the dynamics and the tempo changes that I need to make sure that I'm demonstrating, right? So this is my conducting. I find it very useful because I struggle to take in that level of information. It's just too much. The page is too noisy, right? And so I just highlight for myself the things that I actually need to pay attention to, and then it tends to be all right. Much more manageable.
I can say, wow, that's all I can say.
Yeah, it's skill. It's faking it till you're making it.
Yeah, maybe I should say cool instead.
Cool, that's a good one.
Or is it hot?
Hot, it can be hot. What are we working on today? So you want to play for me, obviously, go with the flaxen here. I know you're biting at the bit, jumping at the bit. What's the phrase?
Well, I thought we could warm up on something, Alex.
That's a good idea. All right, let's turn to the Trinity book. Grade 8, scaling up arpeggios.
Yeah,
Page 35. Well, I've got it here, but 35 for you.
35.
Just the last.
Oh, yeah, that one.
C.
Just a minute. Oh, come on, get on there. Just a minute, Alex. But this is on the F horn, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
F side.
Oh, okay, right. All right. Now, let's see what the heck.
Really attack that note.
Alex, let's see. Hang on.
Esther, can you take a deep,
Yes,
big
sir.
breath and sigh it out? One of those. Don't play. Big, high breath and let it all out. Nice. Okay. Now, in just a second, I'm going to make this bigger so I can see you. Here we go. That's better. All right.
Well, I don't see. I see your chin. That's nice.
Just the C.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Now stop trying to be careful.
Well,
I just want that C on its own. Can you really ping it out for me?
yeah.
Nice. Once more. Good. Nice. And hey. Don't be disturbed by inaccuracy. Right? We're not bothered. We're just putting air in the instrument and finding out what happens. Yeah? Try again.
I appreciate that, Alex.
3, 4. Good. Nice. Really, really fine. Really, really fine. Can you just do the first 2 notes back and forth like this? Very good. Verse 3.
Esther, if I don't take a deep enough breath, sometimes it doesn't work, Alex. And
Excellent observation, my friend. Excellent observation. Proud of you. Now use it. Use that information. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Down to the G for golf. And linger on that low note. Can you just play me a low G? Oh.
Well, let's see. Okay.
Yes, you can. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Just that low note. Oh. Good. Good. So that's the note. Now let's pretty it up, firm it up. Let's see if we can get a bit of resonance to it. Good, Esther. Good. I'm going to ask you to do it again. And when you play, really, really pay close attention to how it feels. How are you making it a quality sound?
Well,
That's really excellent. What are you doing? How are you doing it? How are you achieving it?
getting the air quality for one, and making sure my my lips are on the what would you? I don't know what would you call it? Position.
That's okay. Yeah, sure. Great. The setup.
Would
Yeah.
would that be a proper term?
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, the position of your lips, making sure that they are appropriately positioned to play a G. That's an excellent statement. Yeah, good.
Okay.
So now the challenge. So we started at the top and we worked our way down and we just did a little expansion. Did you notice that? We came down one at a time. right?
Right.
And you did that really, really, really well. So now we've hit a bit of a hurdle, which is that low G. And that coming down to it from the high note, we were getting a little bit unstuck. So why don't we do the reverse? So let's start on that G. Your turn. Good, really, really good. And remember, my friend, we're not being disturbed by inaccuracy. We're just putting air through the instrument. And if in doing so we happen to start a note too high or too low, then that's information that we learn from. Yeah, but no
Hey,
picking
Alex,
it. Yeah,
thanks a lot for reminding me
that's all right.
about
So,
that. Huh?
so just continuous airstream. Even if it's wrong, I want you to keep moving the air so we can practice adjusting. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and here's the thing, Esther. You are so much more likely to be accurate if you do that. If you put air through the instrument, just and move it, it's a lot more likely to be successful, right? So
That's
forgetting
true.
about accuracy, we don't care about being accurate. We care about playing well, and guess what's a really natural outcome of playing well? Being accurate. Yeah?
That's
Cool.
true.
All right, so now let's expand backwards. So this is C, G. Good. E. Try that one again. You can pretty that up, can't you? Lots of air. Yeah. Good. So we're not looking. Yeah, go on. Go on. Sorry. Continue.
I wonder, are you drinking coffee or what?
I am. Yeah. It's really good. It's delightful.
Okay, share some over here with me, Alex. Come on.
It's too late in the day, Esther. You'll be out past your bedtime. What do you wonder? What do you wonder?
About oh no, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. All right,
Okay.
forget it.
So when you're doing this one,
I just.
not too loud, just continuous. Nice.
That one.
Nice. That's okay. But you recovered. Would you like to try and clean it up a bit? Hey, good. Good. And a pedal C just happens to come out when you play well. Good. Let's do from the B flat. Just a couple of B flats on its own.
Yeah.
Nice. Can that have a bit more of a ringing tone? Bum, bum, bum. Good. Are you using your tongue?
Yes, I am. Why?
Okay. Can it be more
Pronounced?
yeah, more pronounced. Yeah, that's a good word.
Oh, okay. Sort of like spitting it out. Well, not staccato, but more pronounced.
Just
Okay.
articulate. Articulate. Good.
Well, that's better than before. A little sloppy.
B flat to G. Good. Really, really good. A little bit more sound as you descend. Listen.
Yeah.
Open up.
There, come on.
And you're back to being accurate. Don't be accurate.
I know,
Play well.
I know.
Great. What are you reacting to? You seem dissatisfied.
Well, let me try it again.
Okay, but first, what were you dissatisfied by? Were you dissatisfied by the process or the result?
Well, the result, for one thing.
Okay, stop that. Because you're focusing on the wrong thing. There is plenty to be dissatisfied by with how you produced it, and if that's what you were focusing on, I'd be thrilled. Right?
Yes, that's how I was. That's what I was focusing on.
Yeah.
Was that?
Very, very convincing. So now that you're going to do it again, my friend, what are you going to use to solve it? What's going to be
have a
your
better
solution?
have a better air for one thing.
Great. Go for that. Go for that. I'll play it for you once. So much better, Esther. So much better. Can you just play me a low G on its own again and really firm it up? So that is quality. That is quality for you, right? I want you to arrive at that same level of quality. Because you can play it in isolation and it's quite good, but when you descend to it, it tends to not have that same quality. Yeah? And when you descend down to it, just hold it a little longer with a little more air than you're currently giving it, right? Give it a chance to be good.
Oh.
So something about descending to it, we're getting a disconnect between what we've
Yes,
established as a good G and what we're arriving at.
Okay, let me think for a minute.
So that's just something to, I don't want to hyperfixate on that one note. In your practice...
No, I know that. Okay, that's what I was, okay, now I remember. Are there any exercises that could work on the lower notes, Alex?
Yep, absolutely.
I'm not, because that's what I feel I need. I mean,
sure.
Maybe that doesn't make sense.
So here's Hector McDonald's book. Right? You can look at my page. Look at the screen. I'll show you. Page 6. We've got this one here.
Page 6. Hang on.
Page 6. Exercise 5A.
Just a minute here. Whoop. Come on, Mr. Hector McDonald. Where the heck are you? Ouchie.
If you look at the screen, I can show you.
Oh, 5A. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So this exercise, if we compare it, if you keep your music there, I'm just going to show you. If I go back to teaching, we can compare and contrast. So, hey, look. On grade 8, where's that gone? Oh, oops. Grade 8? Yeah. It's the same thing. Yo! That last bar is that whole exercise.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. So that's in Hector's book. If I come back to it, there's also... what are we looking for? Page 10.
Let me see.
Page 10, same book. If you look at my screen, we've got long tones, long notes.
Hang on just a minute. Page 10. Where the heck? That was one. Let's see. 9. Whoops. Whatever happened to page 10? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see long tones. Yeah.
So just play slowly and just 1 or 2 notes at a time and descend from, say, a G in the stave or a middle C, so this one. That G. And we're just going to crescendo on the G for 4 notes. And on the 5th beat, change to an F sharp. Listen. Like that. Can you just try that? So 4 on each beat. G to F sharp. So it's not on this page. I'm just making it up for you. Those are just examples of long tones.
Oh.
Right, so 1, you need to take a much bigger breath.
Right.
Because you ran out of breath before you finished the note. Cool. So I want 4 on each. I can hear that clock ticking in your room. So listen.
Four. Yep. Diddle faddle.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and off. And you should practice this with a metronome. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
And then, here's what I want you to do. Listen. Descend chromatically. So the next one's going to be, you start on that note you finished on. F sharp, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, and then F, E flat, D, 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 etc. Just do 1 octave at a time. So if you start on a G, you finish on a G. Alright? So this is establishing the ability to have good breath control, power, and delicacy within that middle to low register. Right? As you gain the ability to do that in a comfortable register, so just between G and G, once that's established, and you've done that for about a week, move it downwards. So the octave where you start gets lower and lower and lower. So eventually, this is what I'm practicing for my own stuff at the moment, is this C down to this C. Right? And it's just developing that ability to have a quality sound across the range of dynamics on particular notes. Right? So for example, this Brahms trio that I'm working on, where's that gone? What can I show you? Yeah, page 3. So see where it says molto?
Okay.
In the top left, yep. Underneath that, there's like, it's impressive and I'm doing a pretty good job overall, I won't lie, but there's a couple of spots. If I circle it here, that B to G sharp, not satisfied. Right, that G sharp doesn't have this sort of fullness and fatness that I'd like it to. So this long tone exercise that we've just been doing, if I go right down into the basement, right, clearly that needs some work. It's starting to break up a wee bit. Did you notice that in my sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So that's what I want. Yeah, not a lot. And like, if I didn't highlight it for you, you might not have noticed it. But I notice it, and I find it dissatisfying. So my own satisfaction, I need to address that. And then the immediately following those triplets, right? If a cello did that, it'd be the easiest thing in the world. They just use their bow, and it's easy. But this piece goes from a high C to a pedal F sharp. That's the range of this piece. So all the way up to, right? That's a huge range to be able to cover, and it has to sound easy like it would on a cello, otherwise it's not going to work. This piece is only effective on the French horn if it's easy. No one wants to hear it sound like hard work, right? So I am busy when I'm practicing this.
What is this for, Alex?
This is from the Brahms trio. It's on the CD that I sent you that we recorded.
Oh, okay.
The cello trio. And we're playing it in a couple of weeks again. But just what I'm doing is when I'm practicing, I go through. I've got my little cheat sheet over here, and these are 3, at least so far, 3 little things that I've identified as needing work. Right, so that first one is octave slurs. Right, so I'm just doing that same gesture. Lots of different keys. Yeah, because it's the French horn, it works. You can just do it on the same valve combination, totally fine. Where it says B, that melody just needs to be lush and warm and just easy. This is that middle register we were talking about. Second line down, this is my crescendo diminuendo exercise in the low register. So the same thing you and I were just working on. All right. So if you've got a Hector McDonald, you've got long tones. You've got the flexibility exercise. Where's that gone? Here, 5A. That's a good one for you to work on. Long tones, and does he have it? Where's it gone? Maybe. This one, 21A.
And that's still Hector. Is that McDonald's?
It is. Still? Yep. And we're going to use that pattern, and we're going to descend. So all open on the F side. Can you do that for me? Cool. Now here's the thing I want you to focus on, Esther.
Oh gosh.
The thing I want you to focus on is establishing a default style and articulation. Have we talked about this concept before?
Not really. We've been slurring most of the time.
That's okay. So, I know that we've talked about the idea that we use rhythm to set confines. We restrict ourselves so our technique has some form of coordination. We are operating within a strict rhythm, and it's much easier to tell if something is correct or incorrect when it's measured against something else, right?
Right.
So this concept still holds true when we talk about articulation and style, right? I want you to develop as a concept a default way of articulating notes and a default style of how you play, so that when it's not those things, you can tell, you can notice. Right? So what I want from you, and it is nice and bouncy and nice and full. Can you just try that? Just the first 9 notes. The big accent on the G. Good. And then take a breath and then do the 8th notes. Bum, 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 bum. Cool. Do you notice the accent?
Yes, I did. And I
okay.
didn't do it.
No, you didn't. What are you looking for?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
I was trying to find. Never mind.
Okay. Cool. So can you do the whole thing? So.
It's my spit towel.
Yeah, love that. Do you notice here? I've got a breath mark at the end of the second bar. Do you notice on my screen?
Yes, I do.
Cool. I want you to breathe in the same spot when you're doing the first one. A lot of accent. Do you hear me doing the accent?
I did. I have.
Great. Do the same. Demonstrate that.
I was scribbling on my...
Mm-hmm. Nice. So that breath you took in the middle was not sufficient to carry you to the end.
No, it wasn't.
That being said, the breath that you took at the beginning was fantastic. And those first two bars were delightful. Really, really good. Okay.
Thank you.
We're going to do that same pattern on second finger, and then on first, and then 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3.
But I mean, it still has. I mean, the whole. Uh, I mean, the horn will know what to play all these notes, or that's a dumb question, Esther. You get a dumb answer. What do you think? Stupid? I mean, not you or me.
So we won't do it now.
Thank you very much.
That's fine. We won't do it now, but in your practice, descend through the valve combinations on the F side. Until you get down to 1, 2, and 3. Yeah? So we're just developing the ability to have power and agility and good articulation in that middle to low register. I'm going to demonstrate on 1, 2, and 3, and just anticipate that it's going to suck when you do it. It's hard work. It's really, really challenging playing like this with that style and bounciness, as well as a quality tone in this register. I certainly find it challenging. So, yeah, here's my best attempt. It's tricky. That was
very good. Very good.
That was a workout, Esther.
That was very good, though, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So with the just another quick thing, because this relates to you, for the girl with the flaxen hair that we're practicing, the Brahms trio that I just played you a little bit of, it is relentless. It just comes at you thick and fast. The technical challenges are at a level that you don't often have to do as a French horn. The dynamic range, you have to cover the range of the instrument that you have to cover. The stamina, it just is an absolute marathon, physically and mentally. Yeah. If I go in with the attitude, or I guess the expectation, or what am I trying to say? So it's guaranteed to feel hard. It is guaranteed to feel hard. It is guaranteed to be hard work, and I'm guaranteed to struggle while I do it because it is a challenging thing to do. If that disturbs me, then I'm stuffed. All right? I just have to go in and accept that this is going to be something that is hard work, and I'm going to have to work hard while I'm doing it. Yeah, and so long as I anticipate that and accept it, then I'll be okay. All right? I think a lot of the times people get into the situation and they're not used to having to struggle in that sort of context, and it disturbs them because it feels different.
Right, yeah.
Yeah? So it is a bit of a slog.
I've got a big question for you.
Sure.
Didn't Brahms write anything for the French horn at all?
He did. He wrote a beautiful French horn trio, and it's also on that album that I sent you.
That was pretty, yes.
And it's gorgeous and it's sublime, but it's one of the repertoire for this ensemble for horn trio is very limited, especially from the Romantic era. There's just not a lot of stuff, right? And so, because Anna's in the group, she's my wife, obviously, and we love playing with each other. We're very limited in what we can do as an ensemble if we only stick to the established stuff.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah,
so this is just expanding the repertoire for us. Yeah? Cool. Because otherwise, there's the Brahms, and then there's a massive gap, and then there's a whole bunch of modern stuff. And I love playing modern stuff, but if it's all we do, then it's too much of a good thing. You know, you've got to have balance with anything. Cool. Great. So I showed you this before, my practice part. All right, Brahms trio practice. And I promise this is by no means a finished cheat sheet. There's going to be pages and pages of it by the time I'm done going through my analysis of it. For your girl with the flaxen hair, I'd highly recommend doing something similar, right? You take the challenges in the piece and you remove them from the music and you write them down somewhere else. Right.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
Have you done that already?
No.
Oh.
Well, okay. One thing, Maestro, you have to understand. Um, coming from a singing habit and also piano, we didn't do any of that. Okay. Especially playing the piano, we didn't separate items like that and rework it. I mean, it was just there on a square. We just reworked the darn thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this business of so I feel like some of the stuff you're suggesting makes sense, but sometimes I feel like um, like I'm out of what's another saying? I'm trying to think of it here. I'm going. Wow, I should have thought of that earlier. Duh. I mean, hey, why not? I mean, what's wrong with you, Esther? You can do it yourself. Hey, stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, but I feel some of the stuff that you suggest to me, I'm going, why did I think of that, Esther? Gosh, you're so stupid.
Well, it's why you pay me, Esther. That's why you pay me. I'm glad you didn't think about it first, because then you wouldn't need me.
Well, I still might have needed you for polishing, Alex.
So, if we go back, hold on. What is that? What?
I beg your pardon?
Hold on. No, sorry, my iPad was doing something confusing. All right. Here we have the fourth movement of the Brahms trio. Dum, dum, da dum, bum, ba da dum, bum, ba da dum, bum, ba da da da. On that first line, right? That rhythm, dum, dum, da dum, ba da dum, comes back and back over and over and over again, a million times throughout the piece. So, right, that would be a really clever thing that I can remove from the context and just practice. So here's a C major scale based on that rhythmic motif.
Yeah, right. Right, to get familiar with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense, Alex.
Thank you. Here, if we go to the second movement, da 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 dum. That comes back over and over again. So. Up and down, all over the register. You don't have to do it at that speed, right? But if I look at Girl with the Flaxen Hair, here it is.
Oh yeah, it's repeated.
Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum. That's the rhythmic motif. So here's a C major.
Right. Well, see here, of course, you're transposing, and fortunately or unfortunately, as the case may be, I don't know anything about that, Alex. So transposition is something.
I'm not transposing. I'm just playing different scales, which is a different thing. So.
Oh, okay. You're using a different. Okay.
I'm just doing different scales. So here's one sec.
I take it these are all quarter notes? No, I guess not. Oh, I see 16th notes in there, 32nd notes, 64th notes, 104th notes.
Stop helping.
I was just trying to be sarcastic a little bit.
That's my job.
It had to be quarter. Pardon?
That's my job. No, it's quarters and 16th because we're doing the rhythm found in the piece.
Right.
All things good. C da 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 da. Can you play that for me? Big breath. C.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Just C major.
I understand that, Alex. I'm making sure where your little notes are.
Yeah, it wasn't the tidiest. You can, when you write it out, you can write it out more tidily than that.
Oh, thank you. What do you want me to do? F side?
However you would like to play a C major scale.
Oh, heavens.
C. Just close your eyes and play me a C major scale. Don't look at the rhythm. Just play me C major.
Okay.
Good. So, Esther, you are very capable of playing C major.
I am.
Don't let the rhythm, listen to me, don't let the rhythm get in your way of playing the horn well. That is a separate consideration. You're very capable. Allow yourself to be. Go for it.
No. Come on, Esther. Alex, this is not working. I'm the worst sight reader. That's my biggest
That's
problem.
Fine. Don't look at the music. Just play the scale with the rhythm. C major.
That's not working.
Good. So, you're going to go away and you're going to write this down. You're going to go away and you're going to write the scale down, and I want you to practice it. And I want you to practice it in F major, and I want you to practice in A flat major.
Oh, just a minute. Let me. Okay, you want C major, F major.
Yep, and E flat.
A flat major.
Yes, ma'am. And A flat, you might as well do over both octaves. So do the low one and the high one.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
And do you recognize how I'm doing the pattern at the end? So look here. You see it comes down to that middle C. Ya da 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 ya. Right. So this little tag here is just so it has a satisfying ending. Right? So if I play it without it, and I don't enjoy that, so we go. So it arrives back at the tonic.
Okay.
Cool. Great. So now I would like to hear Flexen. Go for it.
Yeah.
Is there a specific part you want to show me, or is it just the whole thing? What's the plan? Esther? Yoo-hoo! Esther, what's the plan, my friend?
Well, you wanted to hear the whole thing through, did you not?
Is that what you want to show me? Let's go for it.
Well, that's what you said.
Good. Play.
The last week I wanted to show you my part that I had worked on, but
yeah,
it didn't turn out too well.
No, you're doing great, my friend. Now, can I just ask, what's your game plan? While you're playing, what are you going to be thinking about? Have you written in process cues at different points? Like fingers and blow and all that sort of jazz?
More or less
Great. Great.
There's one thing I have noticed on this page, Alex, that has puzzled me, and I have written. He has an emphasis On the second line on number the seventh measure, that C is emphasized.
Yep.
But with my glasses, it can almost look like a D flat as well.
Yeah.
So I had to remind myself that that's not, that was a C and not a D flat. I mean, Jay.
Can I let you know something funny? Can I let you know something funny?
What's that?
Orchestras will often do outdoor gigs in the summer, right? You play at a music bowl and you do like a big community something, right? We do one here called Sparks in the Parks every summer, and there's fireworks, and we play the 1812 Overture, and it's great fun. You're outside, and there's lots of lights, and guess what gets attracted to lights? Bugs. The amount of times professional musicians will play a wrong note in an outdoor concert because there's a small bug next to a note that looks like a flat or a sharp or a dot or whatever is substantial. Happens an awful lot. Awful lot.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, Alex.
It is. Well, you have to interpret it that way, otherwise you get really annoyed. But it's outside of your control. There's no use getting annoyed at it. Why is my music moving? Cool.
I've never thought of it that way, to be honest with you. I never thought they would have any.
So when you play me, just find that high E flat and get really, really comfortable about it. Make a nice, beautiful sound. Just establish that noise for you, and then when you're after that, you can play. Yeah. So find the E flat. Beautiful. That's a gorgeous sound. Really, really gorgeous. Huh? Esther, stop trying to be accurate, because you found it and it was beautiful. All I was asking you to do was find the note, which you did. So 10 out of 10, success. All right, so now you've got that feeling. Can you just play it for me again? Just a couple more times? Really, really establish. Gorgeous, my friend. Gorgeous. All right. Nice. Sounding very composed. When you're ready, go for it. Don't start at the beginning. Can you go from that same C in measure 7 that you identified before? Do-ya-dum.
I'm not holding my breath long enough. That's
Esther, stop judging it. It's beautiful. Okay. Yeah, shut up. Keep playing. Do-ya-da.
Wait a minute.
Relax a second. Relax. So in order of what I just heard, 1, beautiful high A flat. Beautiful. That was really, really commendable.
Now I have to keep...
Esther, don't interrupt me while I'm paying you a compliment.
Well, thank you, Alex.
You're welcome. That was a beautiful high A flat, and you got up there very, very easily. That is most exciting to see and to hear. Right, yes, you do need to play past the A flat. So let me just let you know, there's this very typical thing that brass players do, which is they get the high note and they go, woohoo! And they celebrate because it's challenging, and then they forget that there's still a whole lot more notes left to play. And that's what you just did. And that's what you just did. So just making sure that your attention goes past the A flat. Yeah? It just happens.
Really?
Can you start again? Can you start down at that low middle C again? Bar 11. Ba, ba, ba.
Esther. I'm sorry, I'm too judgmental, Alex.
You are, and it's getting in your way.
Well, you can shoot me anytime, please.
Not via Zoom. It's up to you, mate. It's the ball's entirely in your park as to what you focus on.
Come on.
Big breath, big breath.
No.
So stop a sec. Stop playing. Got up there the first time and it was beautiful. I'm going to ask you to do it again, but what I want you to determine is what is something that you can focus on that is going to be useful and helpful and productive, because whatever you're focusing on at the moment ain't it. What have you written in your part? What does it say there? What have you decided that you're going to focus on while you play this lick?
I'm focusing on the staircase, Alex, because there's a staircase going up and a staircase going down. However, the staircase is going up first, and then we sort of hopscotch down.
Yeah, good. I would ask you in this moment to think either on your fingers, right, making sure that the fingers are focused on.
Another thing.
It is. Yeah. So either the fingers or keep it moving. So momentum. Right, because at the moment you're getting stuck and it's slowing down as you get higher. Yeah, so pick one. Which one are you going to focus on? Tell me. Momentum or fingers?
Both.
No, you can't. You can only pick one. You can only think about one thing at a time.
Well, the momentum. Well,
momentum?
You should be able to think on both of the same thing, Alex.
That would be nice, but it's literally impossible. We can only think about one thing at a time. Right? And I'm trying to set you up for success here, I promise. So pick one.
Oh, I understand. I understand what you're trying to say.
Good. So pick one, and we're going to judge your success by your ability to stay focused on whichever one you pick. So which one are you going to focus on?
Well, I guess I better stick on the fingering then.
Okay. Give it a go from that middle C. Ba 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 ba.
Come on, Esther. Let me empty this thing. I hate to get going and then hear this darn thing bubble. It drives me nuts. I don't know what you do to stop it. Never mind. Okay.
Relax a second. Nice. That's nice. I want you to go from bar 17. So 1, 2, 3, fourth line down, third bar in. Da 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 da. Wait
a minute, where the heck is 17? Oh, starting on the C.
Yeah. Good, stop. Good. Can you play that low F again? And just hold it. Good. Esther, the instruction was just that low F. Just that low F. Good. That's a very nice sound. Can you go 3 notes earlier from the middle C at the start of that bar. Boom, 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 boom. And then pause on the low note. With the right fingers. It's a low F, not a G.
Pardon? But the F will still have the same...
Can you just play it again? Play again, once more.
Oh. Yeah.
There you go, nice. Good, and make sure that low F is nice and solid. Good. Good. Now go back to the previous bar. Si da da da, ya da 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 da. Do you know something really neat about these 2 bars? The valve pattern is the same. C, B flat, A flat is open, first, 2 and 3. From F to E flat to D flat is the same fingering. F, E, open, first, 2 and 3. C, B flat, A flat is open, first, 2 and 3. So the valve pattern for those 2 bars, watch me, goes like this. It's actually very simple. Give it a go. And blow. And blow. Allow yourself to make it feel easy. See?
What did I do wrong now?
You put down a B flat too early. Mate, that was so good. That was really, really nice.
Thank you.
It's alright. Were you aware of those 2 bars having the same valve combination? It's okay if you weren't. It's just these are the things that I would really...
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, that's inexperience showing, Alex.
It's fine. Yes, 100%. It's not a bad thing. It just is. So within those 2 bars, it looks complex, but underlying, the thing that underpins it, the valve combination, is actually rather simple once you observe it. Yeah, there are other sections within this piece where it is a complicated valve pattern. This ain't it, right? So just making sure we're not making our lives harder than they need to be. Good. Mate, this piece is coming along so very, very nicely. Would you like to go from the upbeat to 20? D, F, D, F. Go from there. Good, Esther.
Oh, come on, stop it.
Blow.
Well, I bit my lip, Alex.
I'm sorry to hear that. Keep blowing, though. Wait. Think fingers. Think fingers. Your fingers are doing all the wrong things. Yeah? Fingers. Composure. Composure, Esther. See?
Well, I'm trying, Alex. I really am. So
that's fine. That's fine. But have you written in fingers in the music? Have you written the word fingers at this point?
No, I haven't because.
Great. Would you get your... Yes, there is. Would you get your pencil and just under that bar, write the word fingers. Next to where it says pianissimo, write fingers. And nice small writing, nice and tidy. Oh, go for it. See. Sorry, listen. Whoa, that's too high. C. No, the first one. Your C. Not too high.
There you go.
Yeah, nice. That was good.
Okay, I'm not.
That was good, Esther. Can you do it again? Try again. That's nice and smooth. And keep moving. Keep moving with your music. Good. Now hold on. Pause for a sec. That C you just arrived on, you played it 1 beat long. Good. Now go from where you started before and hold that C for its full value.
What I mean for that? Repeat that phrase.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good. So we're noticing a little bit of discrepancies, right? So you went la da 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 ya. I've just arrived in bar 25. Now the second note is the A flat. You're putting the right valves down, but your lips aren't moving, and so we're getting a B flat. There you go. That's it. All right. Good. Esther, this is coming along, my friend. So when we started this lesson, we started on the Trinity flexibility exercise, right? And for you, going was too complicated, wasn't it? So we simplified. We just started one note. We got that C established. So you had it in your head. You knew how it felt. You knew how it sounded. You knew how it tasted. And then we just expanded. And then we got down to the G, and it sounded like a fart. Right? And so we spent some time doing the same thing. We established quality. We heard how it sounded. We learned how it tasted, and then we expanded into it. Right? That was the progression. That progression works a treat for every bloody thing you're going to play, be it an exercise or music or a scale or whatever, right? It just works. Right? So if you're noticing that as you play through, it starts to get like it starts off well and then we wander a little bit in terms of the accuracy or the quality, just find the note that, just find that point of discrepancy, right? So for us, it was that A flat in bar 25. So we just noticed there was a little wrinkle, and then we just spend some time ironing out that wrinkle, and that's it. Right? It's not complicated. Or it needn't be complicated if we're clever about it. That's the, I suppose, the most important point there, yeah? Cool. Would you play the last line for me?
You mean with the mute?
Yeah, if you got one.
Yeah. Are you okay, Alex?
Stretching.
You just look a little tired.
I am tired. tired. We're working hard. Busy beavers. Think fingers and making sure the mutes are nice and tight.
Yeah. Start just a minute.
It's all right. What were you thinking about? Esther, what were you thinking about just then?
Oh, just thinking about it.
Okay, but what?
Actually, nothing, Alex. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to focus and get my
That's very good. That is commendable. But thinking about nothing is also not productive. You've got to think about something. So what were you focusing on? That's the question I'm getting to. Anything?
Not really, no.
Good. Okay, so we can discard that as being a productive point of focus. I would encourage you to focus on the fingers for this lick. This is the recurring theme for this piece, is that your fingers, if you don't focus on them, they get a bit wayward. Right? And so just always ensuring that you've got your concentration where they need to be on these digits, yeah? Beautiful, my friend. So look, I asked, let's just rewind a sec. Esther, what was your point of focus? Nothing. Okay. Did that work? Yes, no. No. If no, find a new point of focus. What did we focus on? The fingers. Did it work? Yes. Yes, it did. That was beautiful. So when you think about your fingers, when you allow yourself to focus on the things that are productive and beneficial to your playing, you actually play really rather well. When you don't allow yourself to focus on those things because you're distracted or you're flustered or just you've forgotten, it doesn't work.
Well, I'm trying to keep my composure too, Alex.
Yeah. So composure is a wonderful thing. Composure, it's easy to remain composed when we feel like we're playing well. All right?
Well,
it's very challenging. It's very challenging to retain our composure if we feel like it's a dog's breakfast, right? I've experienced this as well. Don't worry. So
I'm sure you have. I think everybody does.
Yep, absolutely. So composure. Let's just frame this for a sec. Composure is a result. It is an outcome of doing a certain collection of processes, right? So what are the ingredients of composure? Same thing as what are the ingredients of playing well on the instrument, right? It's making sure that you're focusing on the right thing.
Well, I guess it was fingers, but I was just trying to keep. No, never mind. I don't know. I was just trying to.
Cool. Esther, you played this really well, and you got through the whole thing. It wasn't non-stop, right? But that's a hard thing to do, right? Very well done. Very well done. I'd say that's a significant step forward, right? So in your practice, really just simplify it as much as you need to, right? Practice the rhythm and scales, making sure that you're ironing out all of those creases. Yeah? And it needn't be... this is a challenging piece, but you needn't find it hard if you allow yourself to practice it easily. Yeah, so that's the goal for you. It's finding a way to make this all feel easy.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. All right, I gotta love you and leave you, my friend. Really good lesson. Very fine work. Now,
so we're gonna stay with this piece then, correct?
Would you like to?
It's up to you.
I think do one more week of it, one more lesson. Right, let's see how far through you can get, right? So now we've heard the whole thing. We've heard the whole thing, top to bottom. That was the first lesson. We have actually been able to move through it at a good enough of a pace, even if it's in bits, that we covered the whole thing. All right, and we did that within 15 minutes or so. So now the challenge is how smoothly, how calmly, with as much composure, can you just get through the whole thing? Huh?
Okay.
So I only stopped you after you'd stopped yourself. And when you watch back this recording, I was happily listening and enjoying your playing, and then you found something disturbing in what you played, and you stopped and went meh, and there was a disruption. Yeah? Yeah? Cool. Groovy. So let's spend one more week on this. And now tell me, am I seeing you next week or in a fortnight?
Fortnight.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think you're wise, Alex. I think we definitely, there's some areas I need to iron out, and there's some areas that I have to get on the rhythm a little better, and what you suggested on that rhythm stuff I think will be the best way to handle that. I have to get taken care of the breathing stuff too.
Yeah.
And the higher notes are coming along. I got up to a high C yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I can get up to an A and the B flat, as I was suggesting, but so I've been working on that. And
good on you. Sounds like progress, my friend. Sounds like progress.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think I just have to do that. Get up that stairs that up to that A flat, and at least I hit that A flat, which was sort of a challenge at first.
You did. Yep, you did. So I would encourage you, go find yourself an A flat major scale.
Oh, I have been.
And making sure
I'm
you're
working on that.
The other side as well.
Yeah, that's also, the fun part.
Here's another secret. Guess what this is? What's that, Esther? It's that scale pattern we did before. Bum,
it's
bum,
a C
bum,
major.
Bum, except now we're an A flat major. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scale with the rhythm of this piece. Yeah. So write it down. Write it down. Get yourself some manuscript. Write out an A flat major scale with bum, 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 ba, ba, ba.
And I need to do that. I need to become so familiar with this type of thing. But I've come a long way with this, Alex.
Yes, I don't disagree. Good. All right. Well, I'll send you the recording, and I'll see you in a fortnight then. Gravy.
You have a good 2 weeks. Oh, by the way, happy Easter.
And same to you, Esther. Same to you. It's a miserable bloody Easter weekend here. Stormy as. We're gonna have this. We're gonna have the same thing. Oh yeah. Wow.
We're gonna have a lot of rain.
Yeah, wind and rain, which is terrible because we're doing a bunch of running stuff. Anyway, speaking of, I've got to run. We've got to get on the tools. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.